Greetings, Fallout fans. This is probably about the 10th time I recorded this video because I'm having, once again, audio quality problems. Okay, so today's video is going to be on the subject of Fallout 76. And do you think it's going to be the death of free modding? So I'll give you my thoughts. This is just what I'm speculating. I have no evidence on the contrary that this is going to be true or not. I have no clue. And this is only because of all the speculation based on what some people's read the Reddit posts about what a insider in Bethesda was saying who may or may not know anything about the game. So one thing I guess that we all need to do is just, take a deep breath and wait a couple of minutes to see exactly what we will actually get, because as I said, nobody knows what kind of game we actually going to get. But what we can do is kind of reasonably guess what Bethesda will do based on their past behavior. So I'm thinking probably what the person who wrote the post on Reddit was saying, that I'll let Curie take care of that critter, was that it will probably be a combination of this. See, here's the problem. Bethesda.net is out, and what some people are thinking, hey, nobody's buying our content because of course you got free mods. So what the idea would be is that Bethesda would say, you know what, for security reasons and all that type of stuff, you can't just have free mods anymore because it's just not secure, and for security reasons and copyright, blah blah blah, we can't let that go on. Now, I don't think that's what Bethesda will do, and I guess we can replay this video once the game come out and I can see whether or not I'm right or not. But based on past history, what I can say we can reasonably expect from Bethesda will be pretty much like what we got for Skyrim. So you got Skyrim Online, or the Elder Scrolls Online actually, and the Elder Scrolls standalone game. So what I'm thinking is that Fallout 76 may potentially include three modes or three aspects to the game. So the first one would be just like any other game that's multiplayer. My son's real big on playing Fortnite right now, and so if you were playing the multiplayer portion of the game, then you would have to purchase your skins and weapon packs from Bethesda.net, which is reasonable. I mean, this isn't VR chat, so I don't really foresee Bethesda allowing them to make your own content, which to me as a publisher really doesn't make that sense for this type of game. So that will be the first mode. Then on the regular story mode, that would be the lore canon portion of the game. That will probably allow you to have regular mods, just like any other Fallout game that Bethesda makes. Because see, here's the thing, Bethesda is known for their modding. That's the only reason why their games last so long. Each Bethesda game is a 10-year game, and if you were to come out with a game that you couldn't mod, there's no way that Bethesda would have enough time in between games to make a new Fallout, say for instance Fallout 5, because after this first year this game will be dead, and you have to make another game within a year and a half or so, maybe 2 years. So Bethesda, I don't foresee them really doing that. And of course, the third portion of the game would be paid mod, i.e. the Creation Club. So if you wanted to get Creation Club type content, which would be paid modding, you could. So there's a way, as I said, that all three portions of this game could coexist. But we have to wait and see, until the game comes out, because as I said, we know absolutely nothing about anything on this game yet. And until otherwise, let's just give Bethesda the benefit of the doubt. I mean, Todd Howard isn't stupid. He knows that his bread and butter is the way that the game is going to be a 10-year game. There's no way he's going to just willy-nilly kill off free modding, because that's what people expect. And like I said, you can still have your microtransactions in the game, because you will have content that's only purchasable. Oh, that's that word, purchase, that you can purchase from the Creation Club, i.e. Bethesda Net. And that way, everybody will be happy. That's probably what they're going to do, because as I said, they know that their game has to last a good 10 years in order for them to get enough R&D time to come out with another game engine. And that's the other thing that makes me fairly certain that they won't kill off free mods. See, the problem is there hasn't been enough time probably from Fallout 4 till now for them to create a whole brand new engine. So probably what they did was just make this game based on assets that they already have. And since everybody who makes mods already has this, it would be very difficult for them to make a patch where you couldn't mod it, because even if you didn't have a Fallout 76 creation kit available for you to actually mod it, it wouldn't be that drastically different from Fallout 4. And that's the main reason why. So that would make it almost impossible for them to do that. Now, yeah, maybe Fallout 5 will be like that, but probably not. Because as I said, Bethesda has to have some reasonable time in between games. Because Fallout isn't Call of Duty, and it's not, EA Sports or anything, so they're not just gonna spit games out just like that. They gotta have some time in between games. I may be wrong, but I'm thinking that's what we probably will get, because that is a reasonable compromise. It's not reasonable to think that you would be able to mod to make your own online content, but on the story mode aspect of the game, yes, I would expect that to be moddable. But that's just my thoughts. We'll just have to wait and see. There's really no way to know. I'm just based on Bethesda's past history with the game. We had we had Elder Scrolls and Elder Scrolls Online. So they didn't stop free modding on Elder Scrolls, but to my knowledge, you can't mod Elder Scrolls Online. And as a business aspect, it doesn't really It really doesn't make sense that you would do that anyway. But for the story mode, it makes sense. So leave a comment below and tell me what you think of my theory. As I said before, it's just a theory. I have no way of knowing, and we're just gonna have to wait and see. One other thing though you might not be aware of, you actually can pre-order Fallout 76 now. So if you want to, you can go to the Bethesda store and check it out. The game is about $60 for all versions, which is PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Something else that I noticed that looks pretty cool on the Bethesda site is they actually have metal bottle caps. You don't have to go out and make them anymore. And they also have a bunch of miniature tabletop war game models, kind of like Warhammer 40K, because that was something that I was hoping that they would come out with, and apparently that's what they did. One other thing I wouldn't mind Bethesda coming out with is maybe some books. I would love to see some, lore books, like audio books or just regular novels, kind of like what we get for Warhammer. I don't know if Bethesda probably could talk with some of the writers from the Black Library for Games Workshop, but they might be able to do something like that and make some novels. I don't know. But those are just my thoughts and theories about the game. So I want to thank everybody who is subscribed to my channel and watch my videos. And if you like my videos, you feel inclined to go to my channel and subscribe. I hope that you will find my channel interesting, and I'm trying to build up my subscriber and my viewership and make better content. So give me feedback and let me know what you think. I'm trying to make the best content that I possibly can. So I want to thank everybody, like I said, and hopefully we will see pretty soon what the game will look like. This is Wesley for Power Division, and I will see you later.